Hello everyone, good morning. I just want to show us how to amend or alter our pattern when we have a client or clients who's on the bust level falls on the waistline. For instance, this client of mine are on the bust falls on the waistline. I have used Natalie Bray to draft my pattern. That is what I use. I use Natalie Bray's method to construct my pattern. So I just want to show us what to do when you're on the bust level. We all know our on the bust, where the bra wire sits on, where her bra sits on us below the bust. So for this client, on the bust level falls on the waist. So I need to amend this pattern a little bit. This usually happens when to people who have big bust and shorter torso. For people with big bust and longer torso, you might not, this might not happen. But for people with big bust and shorter torso, you might have this happening. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what to do. And basically, it's a very easy step. What I'll do is I'm going to slash on the chest level because that's the easiest way to go about it. And remember, this is just a basic alteration. We don't need the full bust alteration in this instance. And here is my front and back pattern. My side seams are equal. So that leaves us, if you want our side seams to remain equal, this is the only place we can slash on. Cut on rather. We're going to cut and separate this upper part from this lower part and insert the amount we need to make up for the difference, so that our underbust won't fall on the waistline anymore. It will be somewhere here. And the maximum you can do is 2 centimeters. This is because once we slash on here and add the difference, the armhole becomes bigger. And you can, once the armhole becomes bigger, that means you need to probably raise your UP a bit and redraw the armhole. I've already seen this coming when I measured the client. So the depth of my armhole that I was supposed to use was like 24 centimeters. So I used 23 because I already knew I was going to do this alteration. So now, once I cut on here and separate and insert my difference, this I will have to redraw my armhole and it becomes bigger. It's fine if you're adding sleeves. But if you're not adding sleeves, if you're making a sleeveless garment, you need to raise your armhole and you need to raise your UP, that is your underarm point, for both front and back, maybe about 1 centimeter, and redraw your armholes. So I'm just going to show us the easy step. Okay, so I am just going to cut on the chest line as mentioned. Okay, so I have cut the upper part from the lower part and I have ruled my 2 centimeters on here. So what I'll do is I'll just, using the edge of the white paper as a guideline, I'm placing this like so. You need a guideline to help you put the pattern pieces together, your blocks together. So I'm just going to, so this must match with the edge of the white paper. So that's my guideline because this is CF and it's a straight line. So then I'll tape it down. Like so. I'm using a Scotch tape so that we can see all our lines. Then I'll bring this back on here as well, like so. Matching it to the edge of the white paper. That is my guideline. That tells me my pattern pieces are placed accurately. Then I'll just tip it down as well. Then the next thing is to redraw my darts, my bust darts. I have to redraw it like so. There might be a little difference here, but not to worry, it's not going to affect your measurement. And redraw like so as well. See, a little bit that you've lost here, you're adding it back here, so it's absolutely fine. There is actually a rule that says in designing, when you're losing somewhere, you're gaining it back somewhere else in terms of blending. So you're going to gain it. See, I've lost here as well. I've gained it back here. A little bit that has been lost here as well has been gained back here. So the pattern will adjust itself normally. Now, my client on the bust is 43. If I now measure my 43 from end point, it's now on here, which is absolutely fine. See, my 43 is no longer on the waistline anymore. So that is absolutely fine. And if you can see, as you can see, my armhole has become bigger. So all I have to do is just blend the armhole like so. Then cut this out. So again, when if I measure this and I feel it's bigger than what my client armhole needs to be, so what I need to do is I'll just redraw the armhole by. So what I need to do, I'll just add paper underneath here to redraw my armhole. Just paste it here. Then I can go higher by 1 centimeter or 1.5. I usually do 1 centimeter. If you want to do 1.5, it's absolutely fine. It's even better, so that after stitching your garments together, before fixing the armhole, when the client fits it and the armhole looks too tight, you can bring it down. So it's better to be on the safer side. Then you redraw your armhole like so. You can use your French curve. I'm used to drawing curves with my hand, so you can either use this one or go to the 1 centimeter above. So that's it. That's how to go about lengthening your torso according to clients, to adjust, to make simple adjustments on clients' block. In this situation, the underbust falls on the actual waist, which we do not need. So basically that's that, and you have to do the same on the back armhole as well. You have to bring this up by the same amount and redraw your hand. So basically that's it. That's how to lengthen your torso using the simple basic method. I hope you've learned 1 or 2 things, and all other constructions can now go on. Thank you. See you some other time. Bye.